Hey everybody, welcome to AI DIY and welcome to the Christmas holiday season, New Year's, whatever you celebrate for the holidays. AI DIY is my website. I'm Matt, your host. Now today what I want to do is sort of coming towards the end of the year, the Christmas times, things like that, and everybody's putting out an AI Christmas album, and I just thought, why not make it personal? You're going to have people over your house. Why not surprise people with, instead of or at least mixing in some traditional music with some personal things, like maybe grandpa tells you some stories, or maybe you just got married and you want to have a Christmas song about your holiday, your honeymoon and things like that. Mix it in, make it special for everybody, about a little bit of everybody that's there for your celebrations. If you want to know how to do that, you want to have a little bit of fun, go ahead and stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. Now, what is this about? Well, forget about sending out Christmas cards, forget about the standard Mariah Carey playlist at Christmas, or, your Jingle Bells stuff. Why not make a song, well, several songs, out of things that you know about all the people that the guests at your thing. It'll be an absolute conversation starter. Ironically, you won't have, they'll be all about the stories you've heard before, because that's what you're going to turn into songs. Ironically, you won't have to hear the songs this year because it's going to be all the songs that you hear, right? It could be about Uncle Jed and how he always eats pie. It could be some touching story of the past, of something everybody overcome and everybody can cry and be excited. But one thing for sure, if you make a song about everybody on your guest list, they're all going to be waiting for their song, and they're all going to be asking you later to sort of play it. But how do you... if you haven't been paying attention, and mind you, if you put these songs out, it'll be proof that you have been paying attention to these people all these years, and they'll love you for it. And you'll probably get better gifts. Guaranteed you'll get better gifts next year. But how do you sort of get ideas to put into here?
Cash, mind you, cash, when I was 19 years old. So that was pretty good. And I remember another story. A bloke you used to know called Ron Kilcullen, he lived near us in North Box Hill, and he had all these screenings over, and he said to me, "Do you want some screenings?"
I
said,
remember the day
so,
when I bought my first car, an EK Holden, all paid in cash. Oh, it wasn't far. I was just 19, feeling proud and so free, cruising through the streets with a car that was all me. Took a trip down memory lane, through the snow and the Christmas rain. Loaded up my trailer, hauling all those screenings, but I couldn't drive it home, no, those wheels were leaning.
Now there's a tale about Ron.
Okay, I hope you love that song about Grandpa. Just so you know, in Australia, a pickup truck is called a ute, and screenings are a whole bunch of tiny stones that you usually mix in with cement or whatever to make concrete, if you didn't get those references. But yeah, he's an old tradie, a tradesperson. He loves to tell his stories. He's a great guy. Just so you know, Grandpa was complicit in this. He understands that it was going to be used in this way. We're not poking fun at him or in any way. I well and truly told him, dude, you just got to tell me your stories. I'm going to record you. It's all good. So don't give me any hate comments. He's in on it, but they're true stories. So how did we do this? You don't have to go to the detail that I did. If you remember, or you know the things that all your family members know about somebody, or their stories or funny things about them, you can just basically put them into ChatGPT, say, make a Christmas song, whatever, which I'll sort of get to later. But the way I did it, I recorded him on this particular camera, actually. Took the video file, dropped it into SharePoint, and on SharePoint, you can actually download a transcript of the video and basically drop that into ChatGPT, and you could tell ChatGPT, make a Christmas story, include Christmas imagery and everything, and include all the stories that he told, make it a bouncy chorus, whatever you want to do. the way you normally sort of build out songs. If you don't know that, you keep it simple. It doesn't have to be too complex. I think when people know it's about them, that's really going to be the most important thing. If you don't have SharePoint, I recommend a web application, an online application called Descript. There's plenty of free credits if you sign up for a free account. You drop the video in there, you can basically get an entire transcript of the stories that he's telling, drop it into a Word document or whatever, and then you can put it in ChatGPT and say build out a Christmas song around there, however you do it. So yeah, so we're gonna drop the music or the ideas into ChatGPT. ChatGPT is then going to produce the song for you. Then we're going to take that song and put it into Suno and prompt it, and that's what's going to give you your output of the song. Okay, here we are quickly in ChatGPT. I just want to give you some quick tips on how to do this. Now, as you see, here's the transcript. I uploaded the transcript that I said that you get in either SharePoint or Descript or however you get video transcripts. Actually, you can actually just create a YouTube free account, upload whatever video you recorded of Grandpa into YouTube, make it private or whatever. Then you can go to the description of that video. This is probably after a half hour or something, and you click on transcript, and then your transcript should sort of pop up on the right, and you can copy all that, drop it into a Word doc, drop it into ChatGPT, and that's where you see here, tell me a story about Grandpa. It's got to make sure, you want to make sure it's a Christmas story, or you might use this might be another use case for you. You might be able to use it at an office Christmas party, or you might be able to use it, for any other reasons. It doesn't have to be Christmas. I'm suggesting Christmas though. And then just build out your song. It'll be down here about your screenings and all that stuff. And then that's where we are with ChatGPT. Then you're just basically just going to copy the song, then go over to Suno and copy it into here. Say what style music that you sort of have, give it a name, so it's not just calling it verse 1 or whatever. And then, yeah, just create until you feel happy with it. And then you can either get the links through the share, or you can download the songs. So there's that part. That's the method. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that method. Now, the rule in YouTube is to do the subscribe now. Please beg for subscriptions earlier so you don't sort of fade away and miss that whole part at the end. But because it's Christmas, I'm waiting to that part in here. So it is actually important for me because I actually have a lot of outgoings for this channel. There's no money coming in for the channel, so the subscribing, well, it helps me get towards that monetization part of my YouTube channel. Once I'm monetized, I can finally start pushing some payments out that aren't coming out of my pocket. So the subscriptions and the comments below and everything, they are very important. They help. Also, because it's that time of year, hopefully you'll take note of my charities that I support. LoveHeart.org, which supports the John Fawcett Foundation. You can either make a donation on my website, and remember, it's near Christmas, or you can make a donation directly on the John Fawcett. I'm just going to leave you with Grandpa talking about, he's talking about the olden days.
Now, you see, one of the things that I had was an onion tied to my belt, and that was the style at the time.
Merry Christmas, everybody.